This is Jim with Regenerate, Don't Degenerate. Did my warm-up today. Chores around the homestead. Brenda also was doing chores around the homestead, and when I finished my chores and went to do some other things, she kept doing hers, and I think she did too much. She's pretty wore out. So her warm-up turned into her exercise for the day, which is not a good thing. You shouldn't do that. I'm committing her to only do those kinds of things for 20-minute stretches when it's warm outside, which the sun was starting to come up. Wore her out. So
you're tattling on me.
I am. I'm explaining why you're not here, because people are going to miss you.
Oh.
But she's now eating and getting things replenished, which is what we need to do. As important as warm-up is, you don't want to overdo it, and she was working more than she should have worked. So, we've got to pace ourselves. But she had just a little bit more to do, right? Yeah, she went over the top. So we got to watch out on that. Hydrate, right? Keep yourself hydrated. This is kefir water. So good. It helps, and I know it's doing other good things besides my hydration. Today's full body workout. I know we've been the last couple of days kind of hard, so I'm going to take it easy today because I know I was feeling some stiffness based on the things that I had done. So I'm suspecting that some of you maybe have the same kinds of experience with that. If you're not, hit it hard. That's okay if you're up to it. But once again, this is not about hurting yourself. This is about keeping consistent. If we get too tired, too sore, we may try to skip it altogether. That's bad. So I'm not skipping today. I'm going to do a lighter exercise, but it's going to be full body. So we're going to get started today. Let me get back here so you can see everything that's going on. We're going to start at the top, work to the bottom, and once again, we're going to take it easy. So to get us going here, we're going to start by, we're going to just do a twirl of our head, just kind of around. I'm going, when you're starting with your head, I don't know which way is clockwise and which way is counterclockwise. But I'm going around one way. You pick your direction. Now try to let your shoulders relax. I know they're trying to be stiff, so I'm trying to convince them to relax. I've got my core somewhat engaged, and I'm keeping myself erect, okay? We're always practicing that, keeping your pelvis so that it's not leaning forward, it's not going back, but it's like at a nice central angle to where you're standing upright and you're not slumping with it, okay? We practice that all the time. Find a stand right. Let's go the other direction with that neck down. It's so important that we keep our posture right, that we focus on that, and that's why we're doing some of the exercises we do, is to train our posture, to think about it, to be mindful about it. Okay, let's let that come to a halt. Let's pick our shoulders up and down. Up and down. If I'm going too fast for you, pause. Let yourself get caught up. Take it at your own pace. Don't try to rush yourself. I'm doing what works for me, what feels good for me. And that's important. And that's a point that I really want to make here, is that this is about you. This isn't about keeping up with Jim. This isn't about showing off for somebody else. This is about doing what feels for you, okay? Alrighty, let's do some rotation of those shoulders. I'm going to rotate them back. Keep doing that. This is all about you keeping up with yourself, about you feeling like you're helping yourself. Now, if we do exercises that hurt you a lot, then modify them a little bit. Don't do them as vigorously. Let's go the other direction. But if we do exercises that make you feel good, that afterwards you say like, wow, that really made a difference in the aches or pains I was feeling in such and such, whatever it might be, then repeat that exercise. Do a little bit more of that, or exercises that are related to it. If you've got certain parts of your body that are giving you problems, by all means, okay, let's kind of shake that out. You want to do more of that to help that body part. And that's kind of what, as you start doing these and you get over some of the initial sensations that you have with exercise and get it to be a habit, then you can start recognizing which parts of your body may need a little bit attention. And hopefully with the different exercises that I demonstrate, you can identify those which help the areas that you need to help in, and you can say, well, you know, I can adjust this routine to fit how I'm feeling, and that's really a crucial thing that we do. Okay, we're going to be bringing our shoulders forward, pulling them forward, so we're stretching out our back and tightening them up in here. Okay, we're standing up straight. Remember, we're doing the stand up straight thing. Apologize for the glitch in there. YouTube stopped responding, and so I was in the process of doing some stretches where we were putting our shoulder blades together. I'd started with our hands up close together, and I think that's where we froze. And then I went back to the back and stretched back there, so I'll repeat that. Sorry for that pause, but it said YouTube stopped responding. I don't know what that means exactly. So we're stretching out, putting our shoulder blades together right now. That's enough of that. Now we're going to do just some movements where we're bringing our shoulders together and our shoulder blades together. So front to back, just some movements. Sometimes stretches, sometimes movements. It really depends on what we need, but I feel like we need some movements today. Just doing some light things today. We're not trying to really get crazy or cuff. You may not be able to do this. Do as much of it as you can without causing problems to yourself. But the idea is we're getting that motion going on, okay? We're going to reach up now. Reach up now. Doing some reaching. This is an action that we do if we're putting things into the or taking them out, right? We're just practicing, but we're keeping our posture correct. Our core is engaged, and we're standing up straight. We're keeping our pelvis, our right here, we're tilting this right, so we're keeping our alignment where it needs to be. Okay, let's kind of let that rest a little bit. So important that we keep ourselves aligned. It's where a lot of our aches and pains come from. The extra weight can add to that, but if you're standing proper, even with the extra weight, you should not have near the problem. But when you have the extra weight and you get your posture off, you're stressing your joints amazingly. I mean, they're going to hurt a lot. We're just going to do some twisties right now. Open that back a little bit. Open that back just a little bit, twisting that around. Got a little bit of clinch here on my left side, so this is a good movement to just, I'm not going to go quite as far, but I just want to keep that moving and let it know that, hey, we're still here. We're still here. We're doing that movement because it feels good for us. Okay. Let's just kind of, I know Rinda likes to do from top to bottom. We're just going to do this a little bit. I know some of us are probably pretty stiff, not able to go all the way to the ground. So we're just going to work at this a little bit. I know because we've been working so hard, I'm not wanting to push it today, but we're still doing some movement, just a little bit of movement to keep those parts knowing that, hey, we want to activate you. We want you to be doing what you're supposed to do. And that's an important thing that we keep them going, okay? A couple more here. We're not going far down, just a little way side to side. Okay. Let's pick those legs up a little bit. Not as high as we've been doing, but just enough that we're getting them picked up, okay? Picking them up, putting them down. Left, right, left. Yep, keep them going. Good movements, good practice. But what we're also practicing is our core is engaged and we're standing upright as we're doing this. We're mindful about that. We're not worrying about other things we may be doing as we're doing our chores and so on and so forth. And we are doing these movements, keeping our posture right. If we train ourselves, we'll think about it or just do it naturally when we're doing the other actions around our homestead, our house, our garden, whatever we might be doing. And as we do that, then we helping our body eliminate the possibility of some of those aches and pains that happen. Okay, let that go. We're going to go out to the side and the other side. Just a little bit. We're not really pushing it hard. Just enough where we're getting some movement going on, okay? The idea is movement. A little bit of movement. Just enough. If you can't go as high as, whoa, I kind of knocked myself off balance. Can't go as high as I am, that's fine. If you feel like you're doing too much, slow down, stop, pause, rest, whatever you have to do. Okay, this next one, we're gonna kick ourselves, okay? Bring it back up as high as you can. Good kick, try to hit your rumpus there. We're keeping our core engaged, we're standing up straight, and I hope we're all breathing good, okay? Keep kicking that, keep kicking that. We're kicking at it, kicking at it. You know, we're almost to the bottom, right? Not much left there. Not much left. Doing some good kicking. Couple more of these, just a couple more. Alrighty. So we're going to do some more of these. Some of my favorite for our ankles are so important. We're only going to do a few. We come up on our toes. We don't have to come all the way up. Then up on our heels. Toes, heels. Toes, heels. Toes, heels. Toes, heels. Just a couple more. We're not trying to go crazy with this today. Okay. I'm going to balance myself here for this last part. We're going to just kind of rotate our ankles around, go the other way. Do the other one now. Just kind of keeping that mobility going. Today is just a day to go the other direction now. Today is just a day to keep us going, keep the habit happening. It's crucial that we keep up with it. Not that we've started it, we need to keep up. We always need to be doing some amount of exercise as frequently as possible. A lot of recommendations on what's enough, what we should be doing. But if we haven't been moving very much, we need to move a little bit. And that's really what I'm addressing right now, is getting us going and keeping going and adapting what I'm doing so it fits your kinds of capabilities. That's pretty important. So keep it up. Keep regenerating so you don't degenerate. And we will be back on Monday, and we'll do some more of this. We'll start our series, try to add some variations over there so that we can all have a chance to keep regenerating. Take care.